Hello, Paul Cree, make your own bed, hope for the best. Script, story, show, development, whatever. Me testing out bits of material for this new show that I'm working on. This is story number 3. Try not to waffle too much. As much as I'm developing the show, I'm also trying to learn how to film and edit and do lighting. And there's bare shadows around me. The sound probably ain't great, but I'm learning, mate. Hold tight, camera people and light people, because what you do is like a dark art. The days of me just being a writer and a performer are like gone, but I miss those days. Hold tight, Steve. Parallel Motion Media has been helping me out. Okay, so third story. This story is one of the oldest, but then I completely chopped it all out when we did the preview last year at Vaults, and there weren't much of a story, and I've kind of edited it a little bit, but it does need a lot of work. Now here we go. 5 to 5, Friday evening, Waitrose. Start my shift in the usual way. Amble down to the checkouts at the front of the store, see the supervisor. They always say the same thing. Paul, can you do the trolleys for me? They always say it like it's a personal favour, like it isn't part of the job, and like I have a choice in the matter. So I walk past the checkouts, which I should probably be working on, past the customer service desk where the lorry machine is, which I know how to use, to the cupboard where the cleaning equipment is, and that horrible fluorescent jacket that they make you wear, which stinks, of the weird geezer that does the day shift. I stick it on, I'll make my way out into the car park, where I'm greeted by the sight of a load of uncollected trolleys, because no one's done it since the weird geezer on the day shift clocked off at 3 o'clock. It's a simple job. Collect the trolleys scattered around the car park and take them back to the main trolley park at the front of the store. It's a little bit like those wildlife documentaries with the big orchestral soundtracks providing the score to the lioness of a fresh batch of newborn cubs who keep trying to scamper away, only for the lioness to carefully scoop them up in her jaw and bring them back to the loving embrace of her bosom. Sometimes, for a laugh, I pretend there's a big orchestral score soundtracking me as I collect the trolleys and bring them back to the loving embrace of the shop front trolley park. Most of the time, it only requires one person, so I get to be on my own and think about stuff, like girls on the checkouts that I fancy, and all my ideas for putting on music gigs, and random lyrics that pop into my head. I've started MCing now, all whilst I get the job done, all at the same time. I look out into the car park, trolleys all over the shop. Well, car park. Customers in need of trolleys. Some of these customers don't need much cause to complain. It's cold, but the gauntlet has been laid down. I need to clear these trolleys and probably get some thinking done. I get a lot of thinking done out here. I always get a lot of thinking done. I've recently come to the realization that I'm shit at most things. I'm already behind on my assignments at college. I just don't get a lot of the stuff. It's all spreadsheets and that. At school, I was all right at some things and crap at most others. And though I hate maths, I know that all right plus crap equals shit. Though somehow I got 2 Bs for English and I can't even spell. No one was more surprised than me, not even my parents. I often get confused on the checkouts and make mistakes, especially when cashing up the tills. Maybe that's why I'm always out here. The trolleys comes under the jurisdiction of the checkouts. Aside from a few old boys and a handful of spotty part-timers like me, most of the checkout staff are female, yet they never have to do the trolleys. Unless there's no males to do it. It's not fair. Hold tight Linda though. She sticks up for the boys when she's supervising, and she lets me have longer breaks when it's freezing or been pissing down. I clear the first few trolleys, bring them back to the front, sneaker looking at my checkout colleagues, bleeping and scanning. Stuck out here, I sort of feel like I'm maybe being mugged off a bit, especially when it's cold and wet and I can see other checkout staff sat there talking to each other during quiet times. Maybe they just think I'm a sort of plank that will do whatever he's told and won't question anything, even when it's blatantly unfair. I do what I'm told, and I don't really question anything, even when it's blatantly unfair. But at the same time, annoyingly, I don't mind being out here. I don't have to talk to anyone. And I can think up lyrics and rap them to myself at the bottom of the car park and take massive liberties on my break time. Because most of the time no one notices I'm even gone. I thought I'd cleared the first 2 trolley bays. So I make my way over to the flowing bays in the middle. They've already filled up again back at the front. Customers get in my way sometimes. Pricks. Or don't look when they're reversing out of a spot, just as I'm carefully snaking a train of 15 or so trolleys, which I've become quite adept at, back to the front of the store. Or they're just plain lazy and don't even bother to wheel them back to one of the several trolley parks strategically located equidistant from each other around the car park. It's not that difficult, yet some of these knobs just dump them anywhere, sometimes in the middle of the road or in a trolley bay, taking up a valuable parking space, bellends. Sometimes they wheel them all the way to a parking bay and then just toss the thing so it's at some obtuse angle and therefore makes it difficult to fit more trolleys in. Then some other cockpiece will follow suit and do the same thing, so you end up getting a trolley bay with 5 carelessly placed trolleys where there should be 25 in that one space. Is it really that difficult? Wankers! I clear the first 2 bays again, make my way to the middle. There's loads of other trolleys randomly scattered about, as if there's been a trolley riot in the car park. I like to leave those ones to the end. They serve as a stark reminder to customers that some of your fellow customers have no respect for the delicate ecosystem that is trolley collection, and that everyone has a part to play in this cyclical drama, not just inept daydreaming part-timers and weird geezers on the day shift. Some moron is flapping about trying to take the trolley out of the car park onto the public pavement right next to the sign which says the wheels will lock if you remove the trolleys from the car park. Dickhead. I look back inside the store again. It's gone quiet. Loads of the girls are just sitting there. It starts pissing it down. I turn back to face the car park. Loads more trolleys still to collect. I pop the collar up on my jacket, start rapping some new bars. I'll make my way to the next lot of overflowing trolleys. Yeah, that's it so far. Definitely needs a bit of work. I'm not quite sure what. Problem I've got is that these are all early stories. As the thing progresses, the stories get more, as I grow older, the stories get more complex and dense. So I don't want to waste too much time at the beginning, which is where these ones are. But I don't know. There you go. There's some little bits in there that I like, some little bits I don't like. Not quite sure what to do. But, together we'll figure it out, I'm sure. But anyway, Paul Cree, make your own bed and hope for the best. Thank you to those who've watched so far. Hopefully I'm getting better at doing these videos. And hopefully the material is getting better. And hopefully you're getting better by watching these. I don't know. See you later.